is LinkedIn, but getting it right can be a real challenge, from your own profile picture to the header pic, your bio, what you post, when you post, how often you post. All these questions sometimes make people think, you know what, I just won't bother. But trust me, it works. I've had loads and loads of leads from just putting something on LinkedIn. So to tell us more about how to smash it and rock LinkedIn, I've been joined by Hollie Whittles. Hollie, you've got the golden chalice there of getting connected on LinkedIn. I've watched you on LinkedIn. You're doing it very successfully. So over to you.
Thank you, Dave, and welcome to everyone. It's so nice to actually be able to see you all. So I'm just going to spend 15 minutes with you talking about LinkedIn. And the first thing I wanted to say was, you've obviously all got websites to promote your business, but are you actually using social platforms like LinkedIn to drive business growth? So I'm going to go through 5 top tips that you can use after this session to revitalize your LinkedIn profiles. And I'm going to start with the basics. So have you actually claimed your personalized LinkedIn profile? If not, go to edit your profile and claim your personalized URL. Because if you haven't done that, your LinkedIn profile will be Hollie Whittles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a load of gibberish. And actually you want a really succinct, short link to your LinkedIn profile that you can easily share with your network, on your business cards, on your email signature, so people can easily find you. And with your cover photo, you might be missing a trick as well. So when you go to your profile, this is an opportunity to show a bit more about your business, your key skills, your hobbies, your talents. So have you actually looked at that cover photo and thought, actually, is that really selling what I'm doing? Because remember that we're all so busy and you've only got a few seconds to make a real impression on someone. And that brings me on to your profile pic, because if you remember, humans only remember 20% of what they read, but 80% of what they see. So your pictures are really, really important. So with your profile pic, is it actually a clear photo of you with you in the center of the screen? Or if you pick one of you talking to a colleague, so then people trying to connect with you is, oh, which one is it? Is it that one or that one? And when you upload a profile picture, not many know this, you can actually SEO, search engine optimize your profile picture. So if you go to a desktop computer, go into LinkedIn, edit your profile, when you choose to upload your photo, you can override the file name. So rather than it saying image2456.jpg, you can say Hollie Whittles speaker. So you've got keywords within your profile picture file name. And the reason why that's important is because search engines are always crawling our social platforms, they're crawling our websites, and they're capturing images. So if you've got an optimized file name on your image, you're more likely to be found on the internet as well. So it's also making sure that your images are the right dimensions. So if you Google cover photo dimensions, it should be 400 by 400 for a profile picture. So all of those things, very, very important. But the first thing that people will look at, and the one thing that the algorithm looks at, is the headline. So if you don't change it, it will just say company director or business analyst, but that doesn't really tell people about your USP or what you can do for them. So your headline, you've got 120 characters to really, really sell yourself. And with mine, I've just used keywords and I've used fence posts to actually get in as many different keywords as possible. That makes my profile so much more searchable than someone that's just left the generic job description on there. So make sure that you've changed your headline. You haven't just accepted whatever LinkedIn's stuck in there. And as a top tip as well, for some reason, if you edit it on an iPhone, you get a few more extra characters, no idea why. So it's worth trying it on a mobile phone. Then after that, you've got your LinkedIn summary, and this should be written in the first person, a couple of paragraphs, 3 to 5 ideally, about your areas of expertise, how many years you've been doing it, what are your key skills, what are you known for professionally. And in there as well, really important to use some rich media, some really good images and photos, so don't just have text. So my second top tip after you've SEO'd your profile is not to just connect with people and pitch straight at them. It's like getting married on the first date. Although I do actually know someone that did that. They got married on their first date. But anyway, on LinkedIn, you don't want to do that. You don't want to pitch straight to them. You've got to establish rapport. You've got to engage with them. You've got to share useful content. So they think, oh yeah, I really want to connect with that person. So after you've built the trust, Then you take the conversation offline because you've already got that engagement going. People are bought into you. So the other thing is, don't just connect and not do anything. So you're missing a trick massively if you've just connected with all these people randomly and then you've not ever spoken to them or engaged with them. So machine learning is used within LinkedIn to help drive traffic to your profile. So machine learning, data analytics, big data are a massive reason why Microsoft wanted to buy LinkedIn. So what machine learning does is it looks at what you're sharing. It tries to connect people into your feed that it thinks are going to really, really benefit from what you're saying, and also suggest contacts that you want to connect with. So you've also got an advanced search facility. So have you ever actually really utilized this to find contacts and drive business to your LinkedIn profile? So you've got first degree connections, which are people that you know that you're contacted with. You've got second degree and third degree connections. You can send in-mails through LinkedIn to your second connections and try and sort of engage with them if you think there's someone that you could be doing business with. And LinkedIn, when you're doing a search, it will show next to the person's name whether they're a first, second or third connection. But there's also filters in advanced search, and this is where it gets really interesting because you can filter by location, current companies, past companies, industries, which schools and universities they went to. So you can really niche down your services and what you're trying to do and the people that you're trying to get your message to. But the really key point here is don't just start sending loads of connection requests and messages, because LinkedIn does limit that to 250 a day. So you don't want to go into LinkedIn jail just trying to connect with people. So my third tip is really, really powerful content. So what content are you sharing to really drive growth? And there's various different types of content you can share on LinkedIn. There's the long form posts, there's the shorter ask for business posts. There could be the social proof posts where you're sharing a screenshot of someone saying what a fantastic job you've done on Twitter. Why not take a screenshot of that, stick it on LinkedIn? That is your social validation that you do know your stuff and you're someone that's worth connecting with. But I use a couple of different content tools to help drive content into my LinkedIn profile. So you've probably heard of Canva. If you haven't, I highly recommend you checking it out. There's loads of templates on there that you can use for LinkedIn. I use Lumen 5. Lumen5.com is a video creation tool. If you're not ready to do live video yet, and not everyone is, you can go to lumen5.com and within 5 to 10 minutes, you've created a really nice little video which will help drive traffic. The way that social media is going at the moment, it's a lot more image, video-based, live video-based. So lumen5.com could be a way around that. And then also you've got LinkedIn Live, which they're massively pushing. And I was talking to someone the other day and they were saying, oh, I'm scared of LinkedIn Live. I don't want to do that. Well, you can actually pre-record LinkedIn Live. So you can just say, we're going to be doing a LinkedIn Live, but we're going to be doing it next Tuesday, but you've already pre-recorded it and perfectly edited it together. So don't let going live hold you back. Use lumen5.com where you could always pre-record your LinkedIn Lives. You can also look at automating your content as well. There's loads of different social tools that can help you automate LinkedIn content. So if you haven't got time to do it, because you want the right content going to the right people at the right time, because people use LinkedIn like their daily newspaper. So before, during, and after the working day. One thing that I wanted to recommend to you is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So these are extra tools that you can buy through LinkedIn to actually help you target more through the algorithm. They can find prospects aligned with you. They can find sales insights. They can help build lead traffic. So we've used that personally to really get to people within our industry that we were trying to target. So I'd highly recommend having a look at LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And again, it's using machine learning to predict who's likely to change roles. So if you're looking to recruit someone, it will show you that as well. So it's highly powerful. There's also plugins that you can use. So you can add plugins onto your website, again, pointing people at your LinkedIn profile. So search engines love changing content. That brings me on to your social selling index. LinkedIn have got a free resource linkedin.com, if you go to /sales/SSI, if you just put in LinkedIn Social Selling Index, it will tell you how well your LinkedIn profile is performing. What a fantastic free resource that's telling you how well you are performing against other people in your industry. So it measures your branding, the people that you're connecting with, how you're building relationships, and it gives you engagement insights. So have a look at your SSI score. So LinkedIn is a powerful tool that you can use to leverage business growth. So my top tips are to SEO your profile, don't pitch, engage and build trust first. Use some of the advanced search filters to really find the people that you want to connect with. Look at using some tools like Canva, Lumen 5, Sales Navigator, some of the plugins, and check out your social selling score. So just 15 minutes a day can boost your engagement by 2000%. So what can you do with your LinkedIn profile today to make it really work for you? So my top tips are plan, do, and review. Thank you very much.
Well, I've got some questions actually, because you've gone through that. I saw the other day, and I've not heard this term, maybe you've seen it, it's called broetry. And it's that style of writing, which is one line at a time, which I kind of do. But the algorithm on LinkedIn seems to like that style of writing rather than block copies. It's certainly easier to read. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And another thing that you can do with that is you can use emojis to break up some of those sentences as well.
Sorry, one sec, just let me get rid.
Actually help people understand the content better. So definitely a combination of that, and actually pop in a few things as bullet points.
And sharing photographs. I mean, I put a lot of pictures on there because I believe that would probably interrupt people because there's a lot of traffic on there. So you want people to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. So people are scrolling really, really fast on their phones. So how do you stop them scrolling? A really good image, a nice video. And also with video, you want to consider captions as well, because some people watch video with the sound off. So think about, do you want words at the bottom of your video as well? So if you Google add captions to videos, there's loads of tools to do it.
Powerful headlines, that thing, I think when you look certainly on your phone, you only get the first two lines, so you may as well make those work for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So always test whatever you've edited on your profile, test how it looks on a mobile phone and tablet as well. And you might want to reword maybe the first sentence of your summary to make sure that the key words are coming out when you're looking at it on your profile.
Any truth in the fact that the engagement that you get within the first hour of posting is where it'll place you within LinkedIn? I mean, it's all a bit of a mystery on there anyway, isn't it? But do you want to encourage people to like and to comment and to get back to them straight away?
There's two schools of thought of it. There are people that have LinkedIn pods where they tell the pod that they're all posting a thing, but actually the algorithm's getting quite savvy on this now. So if they see the same people jumping on your post, actually it negatively affects it. But yeah, you do want people engaging as quickly as possible. So that's where you use good image, good photos.
And you can hold polls as well and use that data. I suppose you could do that to help your own business, you know, create a poll and what do you think of this, I suppose. But do you see those working?
Yeah, definitely, because it's a talking piece. So it's worked really, really well on Twitter and LinkedIn. They're starting to get that real LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn chat. They're starting to build in using the hashtags as well. So if you put 2 or 3 hashtags on your post again, it makes your content more searchable.
I'm from the generation that believes you're bragging when you share your testimonials and any sort of goodwill. I'm a bit sort of, well, it was nothing, but really we should be doing that. You've already mentioned it, you know, screen capturing a tweet or a compliment. I've got one and I'm dying to share it. And I'm like, it looks a bit sort of big-headed, but it's not, is it?
No, absolutely not. That is your social proof. And in LinkedIn, why not ask for testimonials at the bottom of your profile? You've got your top 3 skills. You've got your ability to ask for testimonials, as well as that screenshot where people are saying really good stuff about you, because that is your validation. You're
right as well, of course, about getting those extra few characters. I've got an iPhone, so I get an extra little bit to describe who I am. There's a debate around the helping headline, you know, that idea that helps and helps. And that's getting a little bit sort of monotonous now, isn't it? Have you broken from that?
Yes, I have. I mean, it depends which LinkedIn influencer you're following. Helen Pritchard very much likes the helping headline. And yeah, it does do what it says in the tin. But to me, that's a word that I could be using as a keyword. So I've rewritten mine and really focused it and niched it down.
The helping headline certainly does tell people what you do and how you help them, which is why Helen's been successful with that. And I'm friends with Helen, so we know that works. I've changed mine actually to trusted by because there is actually, I must share this on my LinkedIn, alternative words to helping, which kind of mean the same thing, you know. So mine is trusted by event planners to run smooth events that end on time and all of that sort of stuff, which is what we're going to have to do. Hollie, fabulous to see you. You are an award-winning FSB business as well. You won the awards. We've shared the stage before. Thanks for those tips. Do you mind if people connect with you on LinkedIn?
Absolutely. If you connect with me, I might send you a little free gift as well, which is basically the top tips I've just gone through.
Brilliant. So there's Hollie Whittles, IE. Hollie,
I'm an IE.
You're an IE. So you're standing out from the crowd. I've got actually one more quick question now. This is for me personally. I'm using a little microphone icon in my name. Dave Sharp, little microphone. Bit naff or good idea?
I think it's a good idea. And actually, some of the other social profiles like Clubhouse, if you use emojis in that, it actually helps you get found on Clubhouse. So yeah, I try it on LinkedIn as well. So I use a little purple heart because I like purple.
Great. That's it. I'm going to stick with that. There you go. So that's Hollie giving you some top tips. We've raced through them for LinkedIn. Let's all share our LinkedIn profiles.